So you went to main Taliyah. Oh well, do you like rocks? Do you like boulders? Do you like stones? Do you like minerals? And do you like sedimentary material? Then Taliyah, the Stone Weaver, is for you.
He didn't get anything.
I'm up to surrender.
Hold on. No surrendering yet. I got this.
Oh, too late. Oh, fucking.
No, you can't make me!
Rock and roll.
Oh.
Okay.
Taliyah's lore is long, it's really long, and mildly complicated, so I'm just going to TLDR this real quick. She was a Shuriman girl, stumbled upon the ability to earthbend. Noxus took her captured and used her as a weapon. She escaped and met Yasuo. Yasuo trained her for a bit, but then said he had to bail because, you know, Yasuo got shit to do. She hears that Azir is coming back and is feared for her family's life and wants to return and save them. Yasuo tells her to go to Freljord first, and that's basically it. Now she's traveling there. The unfortunate thing here is that she doesn't actually know that Azir has no interest in turning the Shuriman people back into slaves, but since she knew of him before he was him and Xerath vaporized the whole fucking city, she is still decently spooked for her family's safety. In-game, Taliyah is a utility mage, basically. Not a foreign concept, but you know, a mage that can do a lot of damage but also applies to a lot of team-based utility. Yeah, it's not a crazy different style champion, and even her kit isn't that weird. Like, Riot has been releasing some weird champions lately, but Taliyah's isn't that crazy. It's just, when you put all of her skills together, then she becomes absolutely kind of odd. Honestly, this champion is off to a real rocky start in everyone's mind. I mean, you look at her win rates right now and holy shit! It's really hard to argue against this because win rates are the only things people ever go off of nowadays, which makes it even harder to say that I don't think this champion is honestly that bad. I mean, I know her win rates are shit, but after playing her a decent amount, you can actually do a ton of damage, both over time and burst, and your ultimate is very strong if used right, and she can do some decent stuff. However, for some reason, no matter how well I play her, no matter my score, no matter any of it, I cannot seem to win games. I don't know if it's because of her late game being poor, if I just don't offer enough as a champion, I don't know, but what I do know is that she does feel very fluid and is a lot of fun to use, but I can't win. I cannot win a game of League of Legends with this champion. I'm speaking hyperbolically, of course, but it's really hard to win. I don't know what to say, but if I gotta say one thing, I am pretty sure all of Riot was stoned when making this champion. So Taliyah's passive is catching some rocks, bruh. You gain movement speed when walking near walls, also works on structures. Movement speed based on level only when out of combat, and here's some surfing bird math. Honestly, I don't like this passive very much. I do not like this passive at all. It can be used for some good purposes like rotations and getting back to lane faster, but doesn't work in combats. And a lot of time we just tell Taliyah to walk back in lane automatically and forget to put her next to a wall so maybe we get that movement speed bonus. Taliyah's Q gives you the ability to throw rocks at children. You fire 5 rocks at a target, deals AoE splash damage, with 50% of the damage for each subsequent shard, creates a circle of worked ground. You gain movement speed when you're on the worked ground, and casting Q on the ground fires only 1 shard, refunds half the mana, and here is some threaded math. Taliyah's Q would be a million times better if you didn't spend a lot of the game looking for patches of unworked ground to fire on. The damage you get out of this is nice and consistent and can really put a dent in a wave or an opponent's health bar, but fuck man, the worked ground concept really rustles my minerals. Taliyah's W is getting swept off your concrete. It's an AoE knockup, takes 1 second to activate. Pressing W again can alter the direction. Here's some smacktacular math. This is a weird skill. It feels really stiff at first, but after some practice and getting the timing down, it could actually be a pretty good tool. It's an engage, disengage displacement. Even has a few more uses past that. It's honestly a pretty neat skill. I like it a ton, but it is a little bit stiff when you first start trying to use it. Taliyah's E is fuck you, Yasuo. Throws 18 rocks in a cone. You deal damage on a hit and slows all enemies in the area. At the end of the duration, the rocks explode. Dashes or knocking somebody into the rocks with your W do extra damage. You get a maximum of 4 rocks that can do additional damage and each deal 50% of the initial damage on the cast, and here's some minefield math. You place the zone of nope. The enemies are basically told not to dash through since they will take a ton of damage. You can, of course, combo this with your W to force them to take the damage anyway, and overall, getting all the extra hits really does a ton for your burst. Finally, Taliyah's ultimate is how to fuck over your team 101. Incoming! Whee!
Should we be diving?
Oh, I went too far. You channel for 1 second and create this massive wall of terrain. Reactivating your ultimate allows you to ride it, and taking damage forces you off the wall, but you can't reactivate it again to destroy the wall, and here is some wall-y math. Taliyah's ultimate is both really strong and also very dangerous. You can make some pretty intense plays with this by knocking off choke points, forcing enemies from their tower, or at least forcing people to blow flashes. Unfortunately, you can also cause your team a ton of problems with this wall, just like how Jarvan does with his pit. But I mean, it's got potential. So skill max, I used to go QEW, but now I go EQW, because you can get some insane damage with your E when max first. Q is an obvious second choice, and W because... why? But how do I play Taliyah? So how do you play Taliyah? Well, to some people, she can be a real bore to play since it requires a very sedimentary lifestyle. But honestly, I think you can really rock as Taliyah with minimal effort and not much of a boulder to entry. I don't get this champion. Does she do a lot of damage? Yes. Does she have a lot of burst? Yes. Does she have a decent mobility? Kinda. Can she make amazing plays with her ultimate? Absolutely. Is she considered a good champion right now? Fuck no. Is she effective? Yes. Do people win games with her? Absolutely not. I do not get it.
I was like, heal, heal, heal. She's like, what?
Where am I?
Where am I? What's going on?
Just loud. Oh my god, what the fuck was that?
I told you she's a decent champion.
Okay.
I told you. It's 11. I'm 11 and 9. I can do a lot of damage. Like, she has a lot of great abilities. In early game Q, if you land on the rocks, will do some incredible damage. Her W has a ton of uses. Her E literally counters a team with dashes, and her ultimate basically can shut an enemy team off from one another and make fights like 5v3 or some shit. But why are people having so much trouble with her? I do not know. Like, her moves flow with each other really well. Her E provides this fantastic personal square of get the fuck out of here, please, and use with her W to force the extra rock damage along with the nice Q that has a decent amount of damage, short cooldown, and also a massive rideable wall that can just split a team fight in half. Like, there are a bunch of awesome tools at Taliyah's disposal, but why her win rate isn't like less than the 40% margin? 40%. Like, come on, Riot, you've got Miss Earthbender McSandyPants over here screaming, throw another rock every half minute. Really trying fucking hard to win the game, but can't because of some reason. She has potential, but saying a league champion has potential is like saying there was potential for solo queue to come back during that entire time where Riot was like, oh, we may bring it back. Potential don't mean shit, obviously. But anyway, enough bitching. Let's discuss how to make bedrock plays. In lane, your Q is your biggest friend. Even with a 50% damage reduction after the first, it still does an incredible amount of damage, especially when you hit them with all your rocks, because it can proc Thunderlords. Use your E as kind of a prediction if the enemy laner has any dashes and whatnot, and if you catch them out, just W them into your rocks to create an insane amount of free damage. Mid-game, you're mainly about using your ultimate to cut people off. Roaming and ganking is extremely easy as Taliyah because you get increased movement speed next to the walls, and of course, you also have your ultimate. Just make sure when you do these roams and ganks, you don't catch you or your teammate out with that wall, because the wall will definitely fuck you up if you misuse it. Finally, in late game team fights, you just need to keep your distance and use your wall to split up an enemy team. I highly suggest you don't ride the wall, however, because you're not a very tanky champ and they will easily smack you off of it and kill your ass. Using your E as kind of a zone tool is very important in the late game. While your W combo would be great for damage, you may wish to save it for P.O. because at this point people are gonna be on your dick pretty hard. Build-wise, I take standard AP or movement speed runes along with Thunderlord's masteries, and I build her like this. She has a ton of items that can be really well used on her, but if I had to choose any like must-buys, I would go Riley's and Rabadon's, maybe Abyssal if they have AP. The only skin we have for Taliyah is Deer Thief Taliyah. She's stealing the deer. She's not saving it, she's stealing it. So let's do a recap. Taliyah is a fun-to-play, smooth-feeling, mildly effective champion. Taliyah is also currently sitting at one of the worst win rates in pretty much any position in the game right now. This could mean she is a bit too weak in the late game, this could mean her abilities need tweaking, this could mean people just don't know how to play her yet, so the win rate isn't representative of her actual power. I think it's the last one. I bet you 2,000 bricky bucks that a pro is going to come out and say, yeah, no, Taliyah's actually pretty good, and start wrecking face with her. And then everyone's going to jump on the Taliyah bandwagon. Like I said before, the potential is there, we just have to wait and see. But now, before I go, here are the usual Taliyah clips. Enjoy. Wait, he called him what?
Lucayan.
Who's Lucayan?
It's Lucian.
What's wrong? No, it's Lucayan.
Oh, you just did it for, oh, you just did like the full pronunciation?
Yeah. See?
That's, I thought this was like some anime thing.
What do I start?
What the fuck?
Oh,
You think I
nice.
watch anime? You think I'm some weeaboo trash bitch? What?
Yes.
Yeah, I
Where's
watch it. Yeah, you like that Thunderlord.
I'm dead, but you know, it was worth kind of. Oh, yeah, it was. Yeah, it was.
Oh, you already got
I got executed, yeah. Fuck you, Nasus, you piece of shit. Please kill the bot lane tower if you may, because I need the gold right now for Rod of Ages.
I'm trying, but
June, I
our
swear to God.
other
June.
friend is hitting the
June,
minions.
June, please. I literally, I need that gold. I'm at 50 gold away from Rod of Ages.
Trying my hardest to get it.
No, you. No, you don't,
That was like- it was
Nasus.
11
You don't get to. Oh, okay.
Wait,
Well,
what did I just watch?
you flashed over the tiny little wall. Well, everybody, thank you very much for watching my So You Wanna Main Taliyah video. This guy got you a challenger. Please like and subscribe. And if you can please check out my other So You Wanna Main videos, I will love you forever. Also, a pretty neat update. I'm actually going to be doing a So You Wanna Main style series for Overwatch coming up. I'm not quite sure of the name quite yet, but I'm also going to have the artist who does the So You Wanna Main thumbnails also doing the thumbnails for that video, and I'm very excited. If you can take a look at her work, her Instagram is in the description. She has some amazing, amazing stuff, and she has worked with me phenomenally for the past couple months. It's been excellent. Anyway, my name has been Bricky Orchidea, and please do not fuck up my ranked games. Bye-bye.